Hey, what's up, everyone? We're live. We are in the midst of Title Tuesday, and the next round's about to start. And I'm really trying my best this time to abide by all Title Tuesday rules. My stream is on delay. So we're gonna do our best. Okie doke. Thank you so much, MosFab. We lost to Denis Lazovic in the first round. We got another GM, a Ukrainian Grandmaster, Gennady Gutman, who I have 2 wins in 3 games against, apparently. Bushcast Gambit. Yeah, that game last round, it was like an even recomponing game, and then my king just got caught in some checks and was randomly checkmated with equal material on the board. So, oh well. He plays c3, preparing d4, of course, rather than grabbing this pawn. Of course, we're still well in theory at this point. Bushcast theory, that is. These are all moves. Yeah, c3 and a quick d4 is the antithesis of the Bushcast bishop. Oops, wait. The camera's not pointing at me. He takes this pawn, which is the rarest, and I actually don't really know this that well. d4. This is just even. Both are moves. I'll go ed. Alright, I mean, I had a lot of options for a computer advantage and some more exciting lines. My opponent opts for quite the equality here. Knight takes. I'm going to reroute to d6 rather than b6, because when he castles and the knight's already there, not much here, but the knight's not here, so maybe we can get some on h2. I mean, it's an interesting spot for Miss Queen. The thing is, the other knight can come, so I'll just play knight f6. Is bishop g5 that annoying? Probably not worth the tempo, because it could also have another square. Goes bishop f3. Kind of obliges maybe for a pawn to hang out there. What do we think? Yeah, pawn. So to stunt this. And bishop f5. Most likely. Another knight into d7 should fortify against this pin. Oh, I am threatening take and take h2. Something to watch out for. So the pawn on c6 much better than putting the knight there, because the knight would have been frozen, and also you can attack it and could double the c-pawns anytime. But the pawn here, just as a solid chain, just totally stuns this bishop. So it's got to figure out something to do with this. Not super obvious. Like, you can't go here, I play h6. d4 is awkward, I can attack it. I mean, maybe g3, right? g3, maybe it would have been good if I include those moves, then I could have trapped it. But g3, h6, probably they can just back up. g3, I'll probably just play knight d7. g3, the point being it blocks check after a trade on d3. g3, h6, bishop f4. I don't think it gets me anywhere. I can take this. Oh, I could take that. Okay, he does go here, though. a5, knight c2. I'll use bishop takes d1, right? So, okay, I'll just... Well, I don't have knight d7, actually. This is hanging. Yeah, I mean, I guess that was the point, right? Queen c7, not worth it. Alright, I'll just go here as I think about things. Just need to make a categorically useful move. Blitz game after all. Yeah, I mean, of course I want... Okay, that's what I wanted, to put my knight right there. I guess knight c4 incoming. I'll just move it, I guess. a5 bishop d3 e3 I could play. e1. Bishop d3 or e1. Then knight d7. I guess there's some value in that, actually. There's some value in this. I didn't like knight c4. Knight c4 is a nice move, especially after here. It could come into d6. So I just don't really want to allow that. Just don't want to allow that. So after rook e1, now I'm going here. Now I can go queen takes e8 because that defends this knight without having to go pawn takes. And the bishop here stops the knight from moving. However, I don't want to lose anything along that file. Should be a bit careful. Okay, let's play queen c7. Was knight b3 dangerous there? Oh no, I could take it and distract the queen, right? Play queen c7 now that the knight defends this. Attacks h2. And I think everything's pretty. I mean, rook d8, do I just want to walk into another thing? Honestly, I want to stop knight c4 really badly. Oh, this is a good move then. Well, no, it's not. Yeah, honestly, knight c4 is quite annoying. I'm just gonna take it away. I don't know, was it that annoying? But it's also like this bishop. The move had downsides. Yeah, I mean the bishop, which was kind of dead, as I had before mentioned. Now has some life breathed into it. Maybe I should go here for that reason. No, you know what, I'm just going to go bishop g6. Because I like knight e5, actually, and rook d8, trying to complete things. Well, actually, what I forgot about knight e5 is I have to deal with you. So let's go to e4 then. Alright, finally. This has been bothering me all game. It wasn't even pinned. So, okay, we gotta watch for knight f5. I think we should be fine. Let's get out of there, though. Let's go here. Yeah, things are fine. I mean, knight e5 is now my next move. Knight f5 no longer has a tempo on d6, and also would have cut the coordination here. So I like my position. Actually, I've probably been playing quite well. I don't have d8 for my rook, just a bit unfortunate. I think this is another move I opened up potentially. Goes knight f5 anyway. I do need to deal with that knight. Four, take. Okay, this move then. This knight was a liability to be guarded. Now potentially take queen f4 and some, or yeah, I should take first. I have some things opening up, and also I finally have the d8 square if I need it. This is blocked. Yeah, so I think we've done a good job with our pieces here. My opponent's been trying to do a good job as well, but we got that guy kind of in the middle. I mean, should I just throw this move in? Just to deter whatever you're doing? I think I'm going to go for this. Oh, there's knight d2, which is a good move. Is this better? What's happening here? One of two. d2 is queen d1. I don't know. My opponent is pretty low on time. Can I grab f2? Yes, because king f1, I have knight check. Yes, and we got him. Ladies and gentlemen, we got him. Alright, we can't give them 3 pieces for the queen. Get a couple things here. mated, but we've got... Oh, don't go to g7. That would be check. And we're good. GG. GG, we got a victory in against the GM in Title Tuesday with the Bush Gas Gambit. Let's have a look. Let's start light. GM scalp indeed. It's up K's and Gambits, Arakaya. Please play Sicilian. We are bored of Bush Gas Gambit. Do other people think that? Do I play OTV tournaments? Yes, I just came back from the U.S. Amateur Team East this past weekend. I came back late last night. So this was my blunder on move 2. I think otherwise we played well. Yeah, I mean, we were playing well this game. I might have a look at this one later. Oh, but, like, the truth be told, it was equal here. Until I went here. This is an equal position. Queen b3 was a big blunder because of take and queen f4. And all of a sudden, white is completely screwed. They can't guard both these things, and they have problems on f2. So, nice find on my part. Alright, FM from Germany. Round 3 of Tail Tuesday. Vaughn, Hennig, Gambit. Give me some of that. Let's go. The BGG gets a red brilliant. Good comment. Yeah, we certainly got one. What did the Von Hennig Gambit get though? This is a Caro crusher if I've ever seen one. Please don't play the Sicilian. No one who actually watches you are bored of Gambits. Okay. That's sort of what I figured. Von Hennig on the board. Oh no! Oh no! Oh no, not to think that long in round 3 of Title Tuesday, only to put the bishop on g4 and offer the queen for the king. Oh man, and now if you guard mate, I take this. If you go bishop h5, I give my queen again, which is such an awesome move. So yeah, I gotta go bishop e6. I think it, a little bit better, according to the engine, is takes f7 and then check and then take here. But this is just such an awesome move. I love it. No, most people play bishop f5, which is the engine's top choice. But there we go. Castles and e6 and hg5, and we come after them anyway. All right, this is still a game. This is not... they don't have to resign. But... this is an idea I've utilized before. I actually am not even sure. I just remember I've played this before. I don't even remember if the engine likes it. Okay, queen came to d6. But yeah, the point was the knight can come to e6 here. Bishop f4, e5, take. Well, it's not... I'm not ecstatic about trading queens, even if that is, like, nice for me. I mean, I have other things, like here, knight f7. I don't want the rook that badly. But bishop f4, e5, d5, queen d1, rook d1. Knight h5. No, like, knockout in that position, right? 86, c8. I mean, should I just go queen e2 here? Or e1, even? E1, queen e2, queen d4, bishop e3. Alright. I think we'll just give this other pawn here. Actually... Nah, you know what? I'll just play this endgame. I think this endgame's just so good. It's just so good. If they really insist on taking on d1 here. Just right takes d1, h5, and then just like e6. Like, yes, it pains me to trade queens, but this position, like, this position is just so good. It's crazy. Ah, okay, they didn't even want it. After all that. Yeah, I mean, it was a disaster for them. But yeah, I mean, the knight now waltzes into e6, right? For example, right now. Our pawn comes to e6. Damn, they can't both have that square? Okay, a knight dances her waltz. Queen's got to stay on c7. Or, well, queen c4, knight d5. I guess they have cd5 holding this. This is not a move I saw, actually. I have takes and knight c5, and then I'm up a piece. Not that I needed it, though. I could just take and then crush. But I guess this is the cleanest, and it's actually a pretty nice move. It's actually a very nice move here. Nice one. Queen takes d7, grabbing a couple knights there. And it's an intermezzo. That was a nice one, and my opponent had enough. My opponent had a Caro players. But bishop c4. We take this diagonal that they just opened up. Why? Well, chat, the point is so that you have to block in the bishop, and then I'll reroute to this diagonal to checkmate you once you head there. Because if you come out, well, my bishop's on c4, and I have this brilliant move, knight e5. Yeah, bishop takes f7, check first, is slightly preferred by the engine, but this is such a beautiful move. Such a beautiful move. Queen for king. And then, yeah, we're attacking this bishop as well. Bishop h5, queen h5, as I mentioned in the game. Okay, so bishop e6 has to be played. Just trade. What is the best move according to the engine? It is bishop g5, queen e2, and probably looking at a long castle there. I like what I do here, knight d7, and then I come back knight f3. So the knight is like really pretty on e5. Nobody can take that away from her, but she's really active on g5. Here, I think this is really strong because, you know, any way you're castling, well, I'm taking a rook like one way or another. At minimum, there's a fork. So I think this is really strong and really hard to deal with if you're black, because they want to castle, and this kind of stops them from doing that. Yeah, e5 is needed here, de5. Queen e5 to, again, keep the knight out of there. Say rook e1 to try to get in there. Check. I've had this exact position before, I think. Still, you can't castle because knight e6. So, yeah, I mean, just like an impossible position to play for black, and things are very good for white. So queen d6, I do correctly, I think, for a long time here, and play the best move is a gap between plus 3.35 and plus 1.81. Okay, both would have been okay. But bishop f4, yeah, I mean, this endgame is just so dominant. Like, just look at how great all my pieces are. And so, like, the knight moves. And, well, among other things, we can... I was going to play e6, which is the second best move. But apparently, just this. We're killing them. Jesus. How? Oh, and rook f5. I see. Yeah, nice stuff. So in the game, they didn't even want that. And this is just winning 5 ways to Sunday. Queen takes d7. Yeah, by the way, pawn takes c3 is actually even better. Just because this position is just that good. Just because then playing something like this, or literally anything. Look how great this knight is. That's crazy. Anyway, but queen takes d7 caught an instant resignation. Really nice move here. Queen takes d7 check. Grabbing c5. There's nothing. The bishop can attack it. The king can't attack it. So king just goes somewhere, and I stay up a piece and more. GG. Long live the Von Hennig Gambit. Even if they play bishop f5, because we castle, and this is the best move, but knight g5, and we are trying to take one or both of those items. And if bishop g6 staying onto everything, then we take that item and land with our knight right there, and more fun stuff in tow. Let's go. Yeah, we caught in a... I didn't get a brilliant for queen takes d7? I guess I don't, because pawn takes c3 was literally better. It's literally a higher eval just to keep the queens on. It's not even worth a knight and a queen to give my queen in this position. That's how poor shape their king is in. I didn't get a brilliant for queen takes d7, but I got two for knight e5 and another for just trading bishops. I don't know. Okay. I switched to playing bishop takes f7 because nobody was falling for the checkmate trap anymore, but it's still such a fun move to play. But that's fair. Tried the Von Hennig against a 2100 FIDE over the board, and I drew. How does the Von Hennig end in a draw? Lost Elo. Alright, nice. Von Hennig reaches classical chess. Let's see it. Hector Gambit, e4, c6. I thought there was something else called the Hector Gambit on one of my other streams. e4, c6, knight c3, d5, knight f3, d4, knight g5. Who's Hector? How does this person keep coming up with gambits? Let's play the Grafe Gambit next. Let's indeed. Okay. Yeah, I guess that game was relatively quick, but round 4 should be starting. Playing another Ukrainian FM. Well, I saw the rating. It was 2866. Let's go. Okay, wait, he never played a6. Yeah. Because this is pinned, there's no d5. Now I will take this route instead of to d3. Wait, there's no pawn on c5 anymore that could trap me here. That doesn't feel like a great move. I think all recaptures are good. What do I want to take? I guess the knight, if the knight comes e7, probably not going places. I'm surprised he did this. And I guess the problem if b5, d6 was... And then comes to f6, really. D4, queen b6, c3. Probably alright. I have actually a better idea, which is this. this, this, and this. Much bigger plans than just groveling for this pawn. Look at my bishops. Look at my bishops. Yeah, I think that's necessary. Alright, just take your stuff, right? E5 and H4. Yeah, just take your stuff. Bishop E5 and H4, you gotta be careful with that, actually. So the knight out of G4. Actually, wait, this is okay. So knight G4 takes, knight E3, queen C1. Oh, okay. That knight is frustrating, for sure. Okay, I'm up on a whole exchange, though, so... Yeah, should have this move, that was my point. We're gonna have to be very speedy. Alright, I think we did a good job handling this E3 square, which is not easy to handle. Also with rook c8, like, you could have done a lot from there. I didn't want to give back the exchange either. Knight g4, h3, knight f6, queen g5 probably, so they have to do this, which is nice for me. Alright, I'll abandon you. Hopefully we got something over here. Hard to say what it is that we have. This is playable just because pin, but what does it do? I need to then drag my queen over to h6, right? While also dealing with all this. I don't know. It's a lot of effort. Check here, check, queen f2. This was not really hanging, but sort of. Couldn't take it, because I lose this. I mean, now I want to take it, but my concern is just the queen 1 here, queen 3. Just back, yeah. Which means we didn't. Oh, I forgot that was legal. Okay, I don't have a choice. Oh, my rook's in a bad spot. He's got like no squares. Let me just try to win this pawn. squares. Free yourself. What are you doing? Squares. This is brutal. Oh man, I just lose. Literally just a2 rook b1. I can do nothing. How are my rooks so bad? Oh wait, I have this. But the other one can just push this. Wow. How did that happen? Man, I don't know how that happened. It sucks. What went wrong here? Because this was so good for me. I mean, I brought the bishops, took this. If I ever sell merch, so make drinking glasses with the word Gambit on them, so you can wear your Gambit glasses while drinking from Gambit glasses. That's good. No, that pun never occurred to me. Glasses and glasses. Very good. Yeah, we gotta sell Gambit glasses merch, chat. Okay, this was apparently all correct. Everything here was good. And I'm quite winning in this position. I didn't understand what h4 yielded. What's the point? Oh, then I threatened something? I threatened e5, yeah. And then I also have a pawn on h4, that way, like, if the queen wanders in here, I could go here, which would be nice, because I didn't have that in the game. Rook h3, and then I just need to come back to f3, but I was, like, insistent that coming to the h-line was a good idea, but I just was never able to achieve this at all. Check here, check. And this was just actually really stupid. I literally hung rook takes c2. And then I had to give this pawn. And then hanging c2 means that you lose all these pawns. Also because my rooks are buried in the middle of nowhere now without the queens. So, I mean, at least I should keep the queens on the board. Yeah, I didn't even see I was losing this pawn. Whoops. Whoops, whoops, whoops. Okay. Yeah, nothing in this endgame. Yeah, whoops. Alright. Well, we haven't been kicked out of Title Tuesday through 4 rounds. We've got 2 wins, 2 losses. Thank you, thank you. Alright, some more games coming soon. Yep, there's a break after round 4 at Title Tuesday, right? Hang on. What do we got here? Taking my supplements for the day. So yeah, I was just at this weekend. I was at the U.S. Amateur Team East, which is a really fun tournament because it's a team tournament. 4 players to a team. You got to play in rating order. So your board 1 plays their board 1, board 4 plays their board 4, and such. And it's 2.5 points to win a match. And your average rating needs to be under 2,200. I played board 1, so I had some really, really tough games. I think the average rating of my opponent was higher than me. But I had 4 out of 6. I had 4 out of 6. 3 wins, 2 draws, and 1 loss, including 2 big wins yesterday against GM Mackenzie Molnar and NM Kent Slate, who also happens to be over 3,000 on chess.com, and which really helped out the team. And we were 5-0, and we barely drew that last match. We almost won, but so we had 2 points in that last match, and so we were one of 5 teams that finished on 5.5 out of 6. However, and so we, before they calculated tie breaks, before we left, we all had to take photos for the magazine as if we were the champions, which is funny. All the teams, but we were 4th on tie breaks. Gotta win those matches 4-0, you know. But it was a ton of fun, and it's a big social event here out east. So it was great hanging with my friends and all. Oops, I should open up the application. It gets so mad at me. Hopefully, I don't get thrown out of this one. You know, it'd be cool to stick around. I got this stream on delay even. Trying to be a good boy today. I have trouble getting my phone to stand up though. There. We can get some tunes. This is my jam right here. Do I ever play the Halloween Gambit? I think I have a video on it. I have a video on where I played it. It's a fun one, of course, this move. Yeah, I mean, if Black wants to play the ancient approved way, of course they can kind of just give back their pawn here. Give back their knights, like a handful of ways, like just say bishop b4 here. Which is probably what I would play if I faced this. Just queen takes f6. I think they're a little bit better here, even castles e5, good development and such. But engine wants you to play knight g8, and then you can keep coming after this knight. I think I played h4 in this game, which is totally playable. So you know, fun stuff there. Not sure what it has to do with Halloween, but I think I did play it on a Halloween, and I have a YouTube video. But alright, when's that next round? Don't tell me they threw me out. No way they did. Yeah, we're good. Ah, here we go. We're playing a CM from Serbia? Croatia. Oops. Look at this photo. Lost monkey. Let's go. Round 5 of Title Tuesday. Where'd they go? Okay. London. c3, they think they're slick until they face the London Crusher 9000. Okay, didn't want the ruck. No worries, I'm still coming here. I'm still coming here. I think absolute top engine move is bishop d2, but it's so hard to find. Very non-intuitive, because these are the moves you're probably thinking about. Yeah, so d5. What I love about the London Crusher 9000 is, yes, there's a lot of theory, but it's actually just really simple. Just go cd, e5, and bishop d4. Like, that's what you're doing against pretty much everything. And this check is brutal, because, like, you go bishop d2 now, well, you're still having to go king takes d2, because the queen needs to guard there. So I'm dragging you up, kind of one way or another. If you play c3 here and bring the knight back that way, well, look at this position. I'm actually the one up 2 pawns, and with my king castled. You never took my rook. So, fun stuff. If king e2, what would I play? Probably, well, there's a lot of things I want to do. I'd probably play an h5. Alright, that's blocked. Yeah, we're just going to h5, hitting this directly, for sure. Because, I mean, coming back there would be nice. Because rook b1, I mean, not whatever. Yeah, I mean, that's a problem. So an h5 threatens to take this with check. Otherwise, bishop d2, king takes d2. I mean, I would just probably go to e4 there. That's probably just killer. No, I'm not even down any, like, what's your justification for your king being there? Yeah, d5 was not the move. It's not it. But knight c7 is certainly no better. This is losing. e5, bishop e4. I don't even get to put the Gambit glasses on. I'm not, or well, yes, I'm down a pawn. I'm down a pawn right now. Down a pawn right now. Oh, these London players cannot handle this opening. As promised, I'll save you, Mr. Knight. Can't bring you to c3 yet, which happens in a lot of lines, or I come here to try to get there, which is a nice juicy fork. The knight's still hanging around here. So h5, a direct hit with check. So if knight c7 now, right, like there's never a good opportunity. If you do that, I'm just gonna grab this with check, and you're gonna come a little closer. It's hard to say what to recommend for white here. Probably just castle even. So bishop g3 castles, rook b1, I take with check, and I take with check. Or even just take with check and take with check. Can you create a square? Check. Check. It's not ending well for white. Take. Check. I mean, everything's good. King f3, that's a move, opens this, at least. I mean, come a little closer, why don't you? Okay, I like it. I like it. Oh, I really like it, okay. What do we think about this? Makes a lot of sense. Well, I don't want to hang rook b1. 6, knight f3 they probably play. That can't be the best move. I mean, this is interesting. Speaking of rook b1 concerns. What they did is actually interesting because there's nothing right away. Alright, let's try to open up this file. want to castle and bring my rook in. So we want to have a spot. Can't just go knave 3 to guard stuff. I mean, like, it's probably the most safety that we're gonna find. Like, I don't have stuff in that vicinity. My guys are here, just visually, you know? Like, how am I getting them on any of these squares right now? I can't touch them. So, there's crazier things. Well, I don't know if that's true, but there's worse things. Okay, we're equal on pawns, It's a funny position. So, by the way, this is still on the table for you. It's probably gonna or well, I can't castle in that position. All right, what's the plan here? King G3, right? Oh, but you opened up this. Man, I don't even know, but I should probably take it. It just feels like, where are you running to now? I took away your roots back. You gonna come further forward? Also, I should use some of my other pieces. Yeah, he is coming further forward. All right. This has been a funny one. Where's my mate? D5 takes. What do we got with castles? D5 takes, check takes, mate. There we go. We did it. D5 check. And we gotta use Mrs. Queen again to come in and clean things up. Good game. Good game. Long live the London Crusher 9000. Finally, we checkmated the king. I think this was its path, which is a sizable proportion of moves that are king moves. Like, if you just look at the notation sheet here, out of 16 moves, how many of them start with K? 7. That's nearly half of your moves. From this point on, how many of them? 7 of your final 9 moves started with K. From this point on. That's tough, buddy. That's tough. Oh man, London Crusher 9000 entitled Tuesday, baby. Let's have a look-sees. So, London, we play C5. So this is like the only really automatically instant aggressive way to play against London, right? Like we target D4, and for the record, D5, D takes C5, and even C3 are moves. But most London players will play E3 because it keeps their London structure, right? You know, they want to get into their thing. And D5, D takes C5 are some pretty specific things, but they are played at a higher level. But anyway, Queen B6 is what we want to do to attack B2. That's the only thing we can attack. Bishop left home, so let's attack what we can. And Knight A3. This guy is an Eric Rosen enjoyer. Average Eric Rosen enjoyer. So Knight A3 versus Knight C3. It transposes directly if you take on B2. But the point of Knight A3, and there's certainly a point, because if Knight C3, one of the main moves here is like A6, if you don't want to go into this stuff, just to guard the B5 square and such, after which white should be guarding this pawn like one way or another with like rook B1 or something like this. But Knight A3 is a nice move because it retains the option of jumping into C4, which is a great square for Mr. Knight hitting the queen and guarding B2. So I mean, black has some other options here, but it does do a good job inducing queen takes B2 more often than not, transposing to what you would want anyway. Now, there's 2 moves played often in this position, Knight D5 and Knight A6, both of which guard what looks to be the apparent threat here on C7. Check C3, the knight is actually doing a great job kind of encasing the queen. And after Knight D5, which is a much better move than A6, this is a common GM draw actually, where they just draw the game like this. There's no way out for the queen. There's another line here with like Queen C1, A6, something. No, it's some way here to draw So I'm here to like trap the queen in exchange for taking this knight. Anyway, there's some theory here, but this position has actually been studied to death. What has not been studied to death, or has only been gone over by me, is the London Crusher 9000, this crazy move c takes d4, which has a really obvious idea of e5, bishop b4. Or obvious to me, not obvious to anyone facing it. Because now if you go grab this rook right away, for instance, now e5, and this is absolutely brutal. Let's say you take this pawn, I have check, and d3, taking the bishop. And by the way, I'm also going to get that knight whenever I want, so at minimum I have 2 pieces for the rook, my knight can waltz in there. Anyway, in the game though, I just take it, e5, bring that king all the way out. I mean, this was just already kind of crushed. Oh, they should have played g3 here. They should have played g3 and they were doing okay. Anyway, but impossible to play when your king's all the way there, and we just checkmated them real quick. Good game, subscribe, watch the London Crusher 9000 video. Next game against an Indian IM. How do they get their profile picture to change like that? What the heck? Can that stop? It's kind of annoying. What? Is that a feature? Can I do my profile picture in an annoying way like that? Stop it. What the heck? Why is this flashing across my screen? It's so annoying. Dumb feature. Never seen that before. I can't get it out. I've never seen anything like this. How do you do that? Try to take twice and then take this with a pin. Probably should have just started with this. You know what website never has flashy video profile pictures? Chess.org. If only they could host Title Tuesday. Should make that trade, right? GIF used as a profile picture. Why are you allowed to upload a GIF? Anyway, this pin is very frustrating. They've just checked. Yeah, I need to not get this trapped, but they see 5. Just bundling up. I mean, I'll do the same. Shield against this check as well. tricky tricks. They do. 6. Oh, what? It just occurred to me. I was like, I thought they couldn't move the queen. Why couldn't they move the queen again? I didn't remember this existed. Didn't remember this existed. Now, obviously, there's something I can do to me because this is pinned. Take or one, king h1. I mean, what do I get by Jim through the F line? Nothing. I can't get through. Okay. Some sort of argument to be made there. Doing something else. I'll hold this if it insists. There's nothing to it. They should just go king h8. Ton going on. What to do? Bring you to g4. Did I miss bishop e7? Maybe not twice. Didn't want that. Okay, knight takes g3, king g2 are good. This is a nice idea. I mean, queen d7, I should just come back to stage 4. I'm just trying to get through. It takes... No, I guard it. Save you. I don't know how to save you. Try to use an F pawn. You can ignore me though. Alright, I have knight d6. Queen needs to guard some guys. Disconnected. I don't really know what it's saying. We got him though. GG. Opponent was 2875, but kind of serves them right for uploading a GIF as a profile picture. I'm kind of really annoyed about that. So, yeah, got him. Why did it disconnect this to this? I mean, seriously? Like, you do that just to annoy other people. Oh, this person is a streamer. Like, come on. I don't know how that's okay. Anyway, GG. I really wanted to win that game because I was really annoyed about that. I hope person changes the profile picture. That's crazy. It just like flashes along my screen and I can't get rid of it. So, okay, we added a pure Grand Prix setup. And yeah, I think they kind of were like mixing ideas here in a weird way. If you do this a5 thing, I think you should be consistent about this, like b5 trying to get this bishop, or bring this knight to c5, right? Just like knight d7, knight c5 here, going after this guy. Bishop g4 would be more consistent if you had played like c5, knight c6, and we're looking at putting the knight on the d4 square. Because here, I felt like I was just able to kind of get my attack, and here I was already, well, this could have just been resigns, I missed the spin. Anyway, GG. Next game, playing a GM. What's up? G6, G7, very fast. Thank you. Just going into my little setup here. There's nothing I can really do about that, right? Not a lot I can do. Okay, I just have to ignore it. Oh, wow. I did not expect that. I did not. Alright. I mean it like so. Now if you castle though, and I bring my pawn to f4, it's a little weak. I still want this. Alright, I mean... Alright, I'm not just gonna sit there and let you do whatever you want. Try to push here, but maybe you capture if your king goes that way. Alright, I kind of want to see what they're gonna do. Like, say I just try to patch a little bit. What are you doing with your king? Before I play f4, I want them to show their hand. Because if they take it, then I feel like I help them attack, kind of. If they're going that way. If they go here, okay, I'm very happy to do this at knight f5 and such. Interesting. Do I lock it all? I probably should. I'm not so certain, because now they could put their king there, right? Where I just lock that all down. Here. really obvious square. Not an obvious choice. That's a square. A square, but could they try? No, they couldn't. This bishop is operating well. It's always good to have stupid, simple ideas in. Wait, what was the route I took? Here, 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 here. Just 4 moves in a row. Else going on here. G4 would be a nice spot to hang out. Sophia Latic on sub, Arnaud, how are y'all doing? Good to see you all. Give me some. Alright, we're waiting for me to move my bishop. You got me. You made me move it twice. Let's see what's going on here. All those bishops. I'm not sure I've seen that so many times. I think, but honestly, my position is perfectly fine. Perfectly fine. Things are pretty groovy, to tell you the truth. Maybe that's an idea, even. Opponent doesn't have any great ideas either. We're just kind of watching things. Okay. How do we capture? Knight perhaps? Just starting a thing? Okay, that's what they want, of course. Okay. Well, we should be careful about things. Such as a knight on e6. 5. Oh no, they don't. Oh. Nothing. No. Shoot. Dumb. I mean, if this isn't the most... It's better for me, probably. I mean, just nothing was happening. But, yeah. Title Tuesday no longer has any increment, so it's just... You get to a position, and it's just... You just do whatever. Yeah, okay, it's minus 0.2, but... What, I mean, why does no way to make progress if I just go here? He was up 22 to 16 on the clock here. Already this has gone bad. I let this knight wander in. This made a lot more sense. It's a spot, keeping the king and the knight at bay. Anyway, I'm not sure there was much in that game. Oh, well. E6, okay. I mean... Okay, we got a Caro now. Okay. We've got a Caro with A6, yeah. I mean, looking for gifted chat. Probably is King G6. Is the truth. Right? Well, even more probably is bringing his knight to G6. Even more probably. Should have controlled f5 a little better. Seems interesting. Alright, I like this idea actually. Knight G5, Knight G6, Queen H5. Yeah, it seems quite annoying. Really random. I want to play a 4. Was Knight G6 all that? Maybe not. Maybe like I would do something like this. Especially if there's a short castle. At least we made him think for the first time. This dude's got an AI profile picture. Got all sorts of people today. I mean, Queen H5 is my idea. And I'm making D7. It's interesting. H6, H5. I just want to run the pawn. Really weird move, but it stops what they wanted for sure. And well, this guy I think had spent all of maybe 5 seconds before this move. Now he's spent over a minute. I feel like instead of castles, I kind of wish I played this and just maybe. No, actually, I don't know. Also, just snatching that pawn. Well, no. I mean, that's kind of the question, right? What's your plan, though? Alright, I mean, of course I'm doing this, right? I need to pound. That was their plan. That was the grand plan. Alright, F4 was my idea, right? That was the best they could come up with, 98. What do you think about F5? They could achieve nothing until they bring in more pieces. I mean, I could bring that to here. Chat. Alright, let's just bring in all the pieces. This is shaping up to be an interesting one. Alright, well no F5 now. I mean, haha, JK, unless. Takes take. We got a lot of ideas here. Just brute force our way through. I mean, why is he playing like this, though? Probably I missed this opportunity to maybe break. Well, now it's hanging. It's really guarding the one thing I want to attack. Alright. Let's pull back here. Takes G6, takes check. Both are compelling. You gotta watch out for G5. And G5 is a concern now. This. That's a good one. I don't know, he's just gonna keep bundling up. For someone who blitzed out A6, C6, you generally don't peg them for like the really passive type. Well, that's what my opponent's been trying to do, just guard stuff. You remembered he was playing the Gambit, man, I got scared. Alright, D2. That's a good knight. But we do need speed here. Definitely need speed. A lot of it. This will be too long. We can just win that pawn. Unless knight d8. Favorite. Let's just open things. Oh, queen takes this check. Well, could be worse. Because, oh no, I don't have that unless I guard it somehow. Okay, C1. Let's take this. What you got? Let's go. Yes. Ooh. This guy is the type to stall out. Okay. Sorry, that was mean. GG. Victory over a... Well, now 28-20. Played a6, c6 against me. Let's go. Good stuff. Oh, and we're back to 2,700. We are back to 2,700. And we have 5 out of 8. Not a bad score, actually. Not a bad score. What's up, Angeli? Oh, nice game, nice game. Five out of 7? That can't be right. How is it that I never know how many games I've played? Yeah, 5 out of 8. People are out of 8 here. We can have a look. This one. Yeah, so a6, c6. I understand the point though, because it's like, I know a6 is a move in this position after e4, c6, d4, d5, knight c3, and then a6. Just kind of like a waiting move to see, like, can you put your bishop somewhere or something? And it's vaguely useful. Say if you advance, then it's vaguely useful somehow. But I think I played a Caro line where it's not super useful. This was an interesting move. It wasn't a good one. So f6, yeah, I can't really take this. h2 is a big problem. Engine just wants me to come right back. Check nothing. Nothing. This knight guards it. So, yeah, this wasn't even a good idea. But h6, and then, oh, this shouldn't have been good at all. What's the problem here? e5. I guess then, yeah, I don't really have any threats, and I'm just kind of awkwardly hanging on here. They can long castle quickly, guard the rook, and make some more threats, and run at me with all their pieces. So yeah, knight g5 wasn't smart. So what should I have done? Just been normal. Say castles. I don't think I can take this because of, yeah, king comes out, right? Yeah, although it's playable. But yeah, king g8, f queen h5, with no way to guard this. But, let's say, just one. They do their little setup. They control the square real well. It's kind of the annoying part. Whereas if the knight were here, that's more ideal for me. Then I would play an 85 f4, bring the rooks here and here. But the knight on e7 was annoying, so I switched it up. We just kind of played really passive. We brought our dudes into the game. This was all good. Everything here was good. Knight back. Yeah, I mean, I went for no crazy sacrifices. Like, the knight on d8, and I don't know, like, they had guarded all this really well, like, as much as I'm looking at takes in bishop g6. But, like, all my pieces look good here, and we brought them back in style with f5 and knight f4. So, like, look at all my pieces here. And I think here we just have multiple ways to win material. Bishop f5 was appealing. I was concerned about this. But apparently I can just do this. h4, look at that, check. So we actually grab a lot of stuff. We will certainly be up some material there. Anyway, I just went for taken here. And then, I mean, I even missed this move. Takes this. Very strong idea. So rook e6 would have ended the game quicker. Instead we grabbed an exchange and just won up an exchange. This is even, like, I mean, it's logical, like, just to open where their king is. But somehow I lost the extra stuff. But it's good to just trade stuff. This is certainly a winning endgame. Rook just against a knight, and I can attack pawns over here, I can attack pawns over here, and the knight is like, you know, can't guard everything. It's good to trade all the stuff if you're up material, right? Take the stuff, and then sacrificing the rook for the knight when you're up a pawn is a very good idea, especially blitzing out. Every move here is pre-movable, pretty much. So... yeah, good stuff there. Also, your opponent was really confused after HE5 and went all passive. Yeah, certainly true. Certainly true, especially they were blitzing everything before that. I have a question. What opening should I play as a 600 elo player for white and black? What's optimal for improvement? Honestly, like, let me ask you something. Are you losing out of the opening right now? Are there times where Lem and Franco, thanks so much for this up. Are there times where, like, within the first 10 moves, you've fallen for a trick and are already lost? Or are you able to just, like, develop your pieces, castle your king quickly every time, regardless of how exactly it happens? Because if it's the latter, honestly, I would tell you at that level, if you're just, like, control the center, develop your pieces, and you're able to get your king out of the middle every time, right? Real quick. Then I wouldn't, in terms of the marginal benefit of, like, studying opening theory, and with the likelihood that your opponents at that level are just going to kind of do something random and not stick to whatever theory it is you learned, I would tell you make sure you're doing tactics. Like puzzles, grinding those, looking at the ones you got wrong. That's how games are getting decided. They're happening to you or to them, right? And studying puzzles helps with both of them. So I think in terms of marginal improvement, 600 elo, like at least until you hit 4 digits, definitely puzzles. And going over your games, right? Going over your games. But yeah, I mean, tactics are going to decide the game more often than the game's going to be decided in the first 10 moves. Just make sure you castle the king and keep it safe behind a few pawns. I don't usually fall for the opening traps, I just lose positionally. Yeah, so the difference between plus 0.5 and plus 0.1 is after 10 moves. It's not going to be as big of a difference as a tactic to win a rook. Yeah, that's what I would tell you. Once you hit 4 digits, come check out the Gambit repertoire though. Game, round 9, a title Tuesday. We got a good score, let's keep it rolling. Maxim Dubnevich. Oh, he's 1-0 against me. Let's try to change that. He Van Geeted me! No way, I just got Van Geeted. You want to play Sicilian? Or do you want to play D4? Oh, we got a Sicilian. Okay. I play this. Believe I got Van Yeeted. Oh, D5 is actually better than Bishop G7, isn't it? Can't play D5 now. We're just making up random things. I might just be making something random up. No. I don't remember. This feels like a good idea. My opponent said it felt like theory though. I feel like this has been a good sacrifice. You're just stupid. It's possible I'm just stupid to drop the pawn. Right? E2, reset. Or bring this E4, G2. Alright, you know what? Let's do something crazy, chat. I want that. Tanks, I'm just gonna go here. Okay, they didn't want any of that. I don't want the smoke. I probably shouldn't have allowed this, actually. This frees them, and now maybe I'm just down a pawn. See if we can do something creative for them. Yeah, they didn't have to take this. Okay. Generate anything. Anything. It's hard to say what that would be. Solid moves, don't do that. Give me some. Give me some. There's no way it does anything. There's no way it's a good idea. Oh, no chance. Not a chance. Really, this is what I would want structurally, but it's just the pieces are just in the wrong spots. C4 I'm surprised by, actually. I could do something now. But I understand they want to roll these guys. Pieces just don't have great squares. And I'm down the pawn. They're really like, you don't have shit. Take. Alright, you mean they're right though. Should I just give it a shot? Take. No, I mean, I can't really argue with that assessment. Don't even have a plan. Okay, here's one. Bring the knight to d3. Did I get my bishop trapped? No, I didn't, because this is pinned. I'm gonna step off this line. Fine. I'm in. More sense than what I just did. I'll leave it to 6. Shoot. What about that? guy was good. He still had over 2 minutes on his clock. Jeez. Jeez Louise. Let's have a look. Okay, here I was supposed to go d5 one move earlier than I did. Oh, e5 first? What is the difference? First. This would have been a lot better somehow. Oh, because then if you move it f5 and I can get a pawn right there. Wow, what a move, f5. You get a you just push next. I didn't see that, so I took, and I did this, but they did a good job making sure I didn't really have any compensation here. I don't think I really had anything. Yeah, I mean, it's also kind of the opposite of compensation, because their pawns are really mobile, and they did a good job kind of diluting anything I might be able to do. I would like to take, I can't force them to capture though. If I could, then I got something. But I can't force them to capture, I need a recapture here, they can just take this. So, Queen of 3, good move. These pawns just roll right in my face. Or if he wants to put a queen on d3 in a similar structure, exactly, yes. Yes, however, I couldn't. They still had their light square bishop on the board. So queen d3, just bishop e2. Or if his opponent did not have, I think it was queen d6 with white, but it did not have dark square bishop. So yeah, beautiful move though. I play against actually this structure a lot, and I really want to stop d4 every time, because as a bush gas player, you face a lot of c3s trying to get d4s. So it's very important. If you can stop d4, this structure really sucks for them. Really sucks for them. Alright, nice game, only strong moves. Hey, how's your day going? It is going well, thank you. Just woke up, did some work, and started streaming. How are you? So we got 5 out of 9. If we can finish with 2 wins, 7 is a great score. It generally tends to be my target score. I think I got in 7.5 like once. Alright, Cuban I am. Let's go, round 10 of Title Tuesday. 38, not bad. I am in coach, and he's 1-0 against me. Alright, stakes are high. Gore and Gambit? Yes, please. Yes, please. Come take my pawns. No, he said no. He said I'm playing d3. Alright. Alas. C4. I like this move h3. It's a little random, but I feel like that's kind of the only good square for the bishop. And I just want b4 and... Oh, let's take that away, okay. Yeah, I should have done it then, shouldn't I? Alright, no worries. Let's just go here. I want to make sure you're castling before I put it here. Okay, now I wanted knight b3 and bishop g5. And now that feels like a good pin. This feels annoying for you to deal with. You didn't get a pin, but I did. And a4, maybe it was a big, but I was just planning on going in here. So this will be annoying for you. Not that I can get a knight to d5 anytime soon, but it will be a thing for you to deal with. Could put the other one here. what to do. Alright, let's just kind of bring our pieces a little bit here. We're gonna take one. Just do some easy moves here in a blitz game. It's annoying. For sure. Alright, let's try to free this from its shackles. Okay, you're doing nothing. You're also not doing anything. Okay, that makes sense. That makes sense. So I think that was only a matter of time. G3 to XP6. It's a good trade, actually. I'm willing to make that swap. Targets E5 directly. Okay, I'm willing to do it as well. Because I wanted FTX G3. I wanted this. That was kind of my point. But they grab that diagonal before I can. Fair enough. Okay. Does that really do a whole lot? And do I need to worry about A2? These are life's great questions. Okay, I think if it takes, I go C4. Try me though. King G7, I need to make that swap. That's kind of the issue. Bishop does nothing. So let's try to make that route. I need to watch out for check. We're trading too much. We're good here. All I have is that they played G5. My king should be really nice and snug on H2. I'm looking forward to that. Take what we can get. Their bishop is very nice here. I'm glad we can make that swap. My bishop is not super nice. Alright, king and H2. D2, queen H5. Let's go. King safety. Let's try to prove that this matters. Chess. Start. What can we do? What can we do to their king? I feel like we traded too much. What's happening here? How do I get around? Queen A7. They just... This does nothing. They're solid, honestly. Anything to attack. Everything is defended. What case do I even have for keeping those on the board? No. Just try and get to their king. Pieces came off the board, it's kind of the issue. Can I get there? I'm surprised they stepped up. Maybe this would have been a better path. Now they can come back and undo their move. It's hard to say why I would be better here at all of them. Okay, they don't want to draw. Well, just because of the time. This pawn. Into the back rank here. So if I went queen a3, they were going to put both on the back rank. That's how they could get to me. Queen e4, queen e4, I just push probably. Or do I go queen c7? Or push queen c7. Oh, they didn't take this. Okay. Okay, maybe their e-pawn is better than I'm giving credit for. It's very equal. King 5 a little bold. They can't get checked. Above their pawns, probably. I mean, I could go here and trade. Probably should. I mean, I could stay on myself. Oh, I'm in Zugzwang. Installing myself. So smart. My rook should be elsewhere, like here. This is very poorly played. Oh no, I can't trade on h4. Oh my god, really? What? I didn't even want to dirty flag him. Why didn't he take the rook? I was like, nobody feels bad about beating me ever, but I was like, I just don't think that's kosher. Okay, wow. Oh, we were the very last game, of course. So, okay, I don't know. Somehow I guess I got a victory. Okay, we have 6 out of 10. Last round of Tail Tuesday for 7 points. Playing an American FIDE master, Brian Emming-Lin, E5, Bush, Gas, Gambit for 7 points in Tail Tuesday. For 7 points, do you want the pawn again? Yes, he does. Alright. Well, h3 would be a very good move here. This is actually direct Stafford transposition to don the Gambit glasses. And h3 is the simple Stafford refutation, because you still retain queen f3, and there's just really no way through. I would go here. If bishop e2, oh, okay, you really didn't know it. Why would I not just play this? Why did I play queen e2? Oh, that's why. Okay, really. I guess if I give him 2 moves, it'll be that. I was gonna say castles on F5, but I don't want that. So C3, D4. I could assume those are the next 2 moves. So I'm gonna get a rook D8. Castle C3, D8, D4. Okay. It's like everything's defended. Okay, castles. Let's put a rook here. H3 played. So queen H4, G3. Which have 2 interesting moves. Because knight f6 back clogs H5, F5. H4, G3, H2, knight 2, queen G3. No, I mean, that's not. Go back queen H5, switch G2, go back queen H6, then I deal with this other stuff. So, A5, C3. Okay, let's come back just knight f6. But then I don't have F5 anymore. C3, 5, D4. Alright, I do have to just come here. Right. How to get through now? One more and I move, honestly. Prepare F5. At least there's no more queen C4 check. Just anywhere else to go with a knight, because knight E5 there's C3 immediately. F4. Maybe. Didn't think there was enough there. That's about all I can do. Back to the queen C4 resource. Okay. I could try this. Takes. Block F4, queen D3. Interesting position now. D4 seems really clever. Here, oh, but you can just castle through it, right? Okay. Oh, this is possible now. I guess I have to take and take. If I grab this, I'm not down anything. Yeah, wait, I really have no choice here. Unless... I have to do this. Hmm? They just blunder this? Did they? Oh my goodness, I didn't see that either. Oh my goodness, chat. They tried to grab that pawn, which they needed, kind of. Now, kill something. We don't have great queenside development, but I think we'll have an extra piece. No, don't give that. This. Wait, bishop e6. Yeah, this is smart. Right. Then. Wait. Why did I do that? Shit. Okay. Where did all the time go? I'm gonna card this pawn. There goes another one. Dang. Oh well. Ah, alas. Wait, I'm just curious there. Did I miss anything? How was I supposed to guard after rook e1 here? I can't really. I have to give the piece. Yeah, this was actually a smart what they did here. Bishop e3, e1. So I have to give the piece. There's no way to save it. And here I can just get more pawns than I did in the game. It's the same position as in the game, except that I played rook takes f2 instead of b6. So here I just have an extra pawn. Okay. They did in the opening was weird. To guard f2, they go for queen e2 and knight d1, which is actually a very reasonable choice according to the engine. Plus 1.2, plus 1.3. There was nothing I missed here. They played very solid. d4. Wow, another top engine move here. Balls of steel, and then they go for this. I should have been really losing. Bishop e3 even better. Knight c3. Maybe they can go like check or something. Squiggle out of this. Yeah, it looks really effective because it looks like they're kind of stuck on the E line with the queen and the king, but just kind of scoot past it. Yeah, very well played, honestly. Very well played. Alright guys, thank you for watching Title Tuesday. I'll see you guys later. Our next stream will probably be versus viewers. So we end Title Tuesday with 6 points out of 11, some ups, some downs. My opponent was 2,900, not too bad. I think, yeah, we recrossed 27 during this stream. Next stream we'll be playing viewers, so prep what you want to face in my gambits. You know exactly what I'm going to play. It's all on YouTube. See you guys later. Thanks for watching.